Diagwit YouTube agus Constantatu, Connor back here with another YouTube video, and in this episode we're going to show you the top 3 tips to help improve your creative process. Tip number 1. Rate your photos. What we want to do first is just look through all the photos. Don't do anything else, just flick through them all and see which ones you like and dislike. With this done, we want to come back to the beginning and we're going to look through all of the photos again. Except this time we're going to rate the ones that we like. So this one looks pretty nice, so we're going to hit the number 5 key and it'll rate it 5 stars. Just flick across, see which ones look nice. That looks okay. Rate that 5 star. And this one, that looks okay. Now that we've selected the photos that we think look nice and are rated 5 star, we can come over here to the filters off, come down here to rated. Now I've already rated the photos I like, and this will show me all of the photos that I've rated in one place. So why do we do this? First of all, it saves you time so you're not editing photos that you don't end up using. And second of all, it helps you understand the photos that you've missed or might not have seen. And just really good to see any hidden gem photos that you've taken on a trip or a photo shoot. Tip 2. Check original. This next tip is really easy and simple, and essentially all we're doing is switching back and forth between the before and after of an edited image. Here we have the image, and all we're going to do is press the backslash key and it shows us the before. If you press the backslash key again, it will show us the after. You can come down here to the 2 Y's, click that and it will show you before and after. If you click it a couple more times, it will show you different views of the before and after. Now, I don't really use this for the simple fact it kind of slows me down. It's really counterintuitive to the way I like to edit. It's really slow and kind of gets me out of the groove. So why do I do this and why do I always revert back to the original? Essentially is to keep me grounded in what reality looks like. If you don't do that, you kind of get lost in your edit and you kind of end up over editing a certain image. I go really hard on the contrast if I don't look back at the original and understand essentially what reality looks like. If you're someone that's really into abstract art or photography, this might not really apply to you, but if you're someone who likes to keep a certain level of realism, this would be perfect for you. Tip 3. Generate concepts. Personally, I'm always torn on a certain color or style I add to an image, so what I like to do is create different versions and compare them all. The way I do this is by finding the image I want, right-clicking, and creating a virtual copy. This is kind of self-explanatory, but essentially all it does is create a copy with the exact same edits of the original. So you can come into the copy, maybe I want to bring down the exposure, and bring down the blacks a bit. And what this allows me to do is create a new concept without ruining the original, just in case I like the original better than the new concepts. So why do I do this? It lets me compare different ideas and styles, plus I rarely get an edit right on the first try. So this allows me to keep the original and make as many different concepts and compare them all and see what works and what doesn't work. I hope this all helped. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel.